Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trying out some new fruit. So we have the Del Monte Fruit Delight collection. I believe this is the whole collection at the moment. Maybe they'll add more later, but we have brown sugar sliced peaches, salted caramel sliced pears, and cinnamon sliced pears. I found these at Walmart, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Alright guys, so I think we're going to start with the cinnamon sliced pears because this is the one I'm looking least forward to. So yeah, I found these at Walmart. They were pretty expensive in all honesty. They were like almost $4 a can, $3.70 something, $3.60 something. I don't really remember on top of my head. But I am definitely looking forward to these. These other two sound more better to me. So, serving suggestions. Delicious right out of the can, which is what we're going to do. Tasty as a topper to yogurt, cottage cheese, ew. Oatmeal, ice cream, and more. Yeah, I would not put this on cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese, but I can't stand sweet cottage cheese. Like, people that put fruit on cottage cheese, it's gross to me. And great for baking. I do feel like the brown sugar sliced peaches would be amazing as a pie. So... Serving size is half a cup, 80 calories per serving, 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of cholesterol, 10 milligrams of sodium, 18 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 14 grams of sugar, and 0 grams of protein. I'll be back and I'm going to go ahead and open this up.
So here are the cinnamon pears. Honestly, they look like regular pears with a little bit of cinnamon in it. So let's go ahead and try this out.
It smells very cinnamony. Usually not a big fan of pears. So, let's try this out. Actually, these are pretty good. These are very sweet. They have a very sweet cinnamon flavor, which I really do like a lot. And pretty soft, which is like the good thing because like a lot of times peaches are hard. Even I feel like the ones that are soaking in the juices and stuff, the syrups, I feel like it's still kind of like hard. I'm just not a big fan of peaches. I mean, not peaches. I love peaches. I'm not a big fan of pears usually. Okay, I'm gonna take a little sip of the syrup. I'm guessing, yeah, extra light corn syrup with cinnamon. Ooh, that's good too. I'm actually going to give the cinnamon sliced pears a 6 out of 10. They are pretty good. Would I buy them again? Probably not. But these other two, I think I would buy again. Let's continue and find out. So I'm going to save the peaches for last because I love peaches and that's like what I'm looking forward to the most. So we will do the salted caramel sliced pears. This one I'm a little curious about. Is there like caramel syrup in this? Like, you know. So it says the same thing. Add it to yogurt, cottage cheese, whatever. I actually think... Okay, no. They are both 80 calories. Serving size is still half a cup. Total fat is 0. Cholesterol is 0. Sodium is 55, which is the big difference. Carb is 18, which is the same. Fiber is 2, which is the same, and sugars is 14, which is the same, which is a little weird. I would think this one would be a little bit more sweet, more sugar because of the caramel, but it's the same. The only difference is the sodium, so let's go ahead and crack this one open and get a little taste test. Ooh, this one has a very strong caramel smell to it. You can smell the salted caramel. So I'll go ahead and flip the camera, show you guys what it looks like. They are in a very dark syrup, which makes sense because of the caramel.
So this is what the salted caramel pears are looking like.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and get a piece. Ooh. Yeah, these are good. These I like a lot. I think this would be like a really good pie. I don't think I've ever had a pear pie. I don't think I've ever heard of a pear pie. I'm sure they probably exist, but like, never ever heard of someone making a pear pie. But you know what? Salted caramel pear pie. Mm-hmm. Probably would need 2 cans of these though. I don't have 2 cans of the same flavor. But I could imagine like putting this in a pie crust and adding some extra caramel on top and everything. Some whipped cream maybe. It'd be pretty good. Yeah, so these get an 8 out of 10. I like these a lot better than the cinnamon ones. Let's go ahead and try that caramel syrup. Ooh, that's really good too. Yeah, solid 8 out of 10. Alright, so I hope these do not let me down because these are the ones I'm looking forward to. We have the brown sugar sliced peaches. I wish they had like a caramel peach one, or I don't know if that would go good or not, but like they have 2 pear flavors, but they only had 1 peach flavor. I wish they would have had a couple more of these, you know? So once again, it does say cottage cheese with extra, whatever. So this one is 70 calories, so 10 less calories per serving. Total fat is 0, cholesterol is 0, sodium is 10 milligrams, carbs are 17, 1 gram of fiber, 15 grams of sugar. And let's get this opened. Alright guys, we have the brown sugar peaches. And these just smell like peaches, but maybe a little bit more sweet. A little more brown sugary, a little bit, not too much though. They smell good though.
And this is what they're looking like. I think the syrup's a little bit more darker. The peaches might be a little bit more darker than normal, but they kind of look like normal peaches for the most part.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and dig into these. Different. I think I do like them, but I want to say there's something a little weird tasting about them. I think it'd be really good in a pie. Maybe on some ice cream or something. Yeah, it says ice cream. Yogurt would be good too, actually. But no damn cottage cheese. Fruit and cottage cheese don't go together, guys. I'm sorry. You know, I thought I would give these like a 10 out of 10, but they're not going to get a 10 out of 10. I think they're going to get an 8. I think an 8 is fair. They are good. But I don't know, I was expecting better. Let's try the syrup out. Ooh, that syrup's good though. Let me have one more of these. See if we can bump this to a 9 maybe. No, an 8. I don't know. There's a little of a weird taste to it to me. Alright guys. So that was my review of the new, what are these called again? Fruit Delights from Del Monte. Definitely, if you like canned fruit, you like fruit in general, you would probably like these. I actually am pretty satisfied with all 3 of them. Yeah, they're a little pricey, like I said, you know, like $4 a can. Canned fruit is usually pretty cheap, so that's why I'm kind of saying it's kind of expensive. But they are different, you know, and they have like the different flavors to them or whatever. Definitely worth trying out. Alright guys, if you try them out, let me know which one you like the most. And if you don't like them, let me know. Share, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.